Ladies and gentlemen, and t-shirt designers, we're going to get started with ironing on our t-shirt logo, and we're going to be working with a black t-shirt. So a couple of things is, number one, whenever you do this, you can see that I have tried to cut it out pretty smoothly. I try to have as few little corners as possible. The other thing is this, is you have to peel the back off. So what you want to do for sure is you want to make sure that before you cut everything out, you want to get it peeled so that you can cut it and then the peel has already started. Okay, and so now, so I actually have a part that's going to be a little tricky to peel. So I will do the best I can to peel this off. It's going to probably take some time here, so be patient with me. It's becoming very apparent that I'm going to have to edit this video. So take your time. You don't want to tear it. Some of these little spots are delicate, so you want to be careful. And you can see that it was in two parts, so I'm going to have to keep peeling these pieces off. Make sure you get it all off. It won't stick if the paper's on there. Okay, and we had a little section over here that didn't want to peel. Okay, nope, one more. So double check. Okay, so I think we have this. All right, so the other obvious thing is that this reads correctly. So we did on the black ones, we don't have to flip the image. Okay, so the next thing is you want to, if you look at this surface, so I'm not doing it on an ironing board, I'm doing it on the kitchen countertop. And I put down a towel. You don't have to put down a towel. All right, so then the next thing you can see that is I've ironed the shirt already. So I've got a clean shirt, it's washed, and I've already ironed it just to get out all the wrinkles. So then I'm going to be real careful, and I'm going to place the logo where I want it and make sure it's straight, make sure it's even. Okay, and then you're going to have your wax paper. You want to use a fresh sheet of wax paper, and you're going to put it over this. This is going to keep the iron, the plastic from melting into the iron. And so then on the iron, you want to focus on the iron over here. You want to make sure that all the water's out of the iron. You don't want steam. And then you want to put it on the hottest setting. I think you need to read the instructions on your t-shirt transfers. By the way, speaking of t-shirt transfers, here were the instructions for mine. I had those, and then these are the Avery dark t-shirt transfers. Again, every transfer is different. Read the instructions on your transfer. So then you come down here, and you're just going to iron this thing on, and you're going to do it. The instructions are going to tell you how long to do it. This is probably going to be like a 2-minute process. But you really want to work the edges. So you're going to press hard on all the little corners. And you're just going to work it back and forth for a minute or 2 minutes, depending on what the instructions say. So you want to use a firm pressure. You want to use even pressure for the most part, but then every now and then you might want to focus on any of the corners or edges. You don't want this thing peeling off. So if you're watching this and this part's super boring, you can always fast forward. So one thing to be careful of is you can get the countertop really hot. So people have actually, in class, they've actually burnt themselves on the countertop because it's so hot. So be careful of that. The other thing is these countertops, if they're plastic, they can you can actually melt them, so the glue might melt. Okay, so there's two different ways to do this. So you can wait till it cools to peel off, and you can peel it off now. If you peel it off now, you'll have a shinier finish, but at any rate, you just peel that off, and then you have your t-shirt results. Should be good to go.